Good evening and many thanks for joining us. You're watching QTV. We're broadcasting live from our studios on Caraba Avenue, and this is the news with me, Ansmana Iswanyasi. First, the main news headlines. In the first extraordinary session of 2022 of the National Assembly, the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs presented a revised budget estimate of revenue and expenditure for consideration and approval. Kerjula Challenge, an exciting and innovative national business plan competition, was launched on Thursday by the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry in collaboration with the International Labour Organization, QCell, and other partners. Today is World Hepatitis Day, set aside to make a clear call to improve efforts towards eliminating hepatitis. And in international news, the Gambia's ambassadors to Mauritania and Guinea-Bissau have presented their credentials to Presidents Ghazouani and Embalo. And in sports news, the Gambian delegation to the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games have been officially welcomed at the Games Village in a small ceremony at the Birmingham University campus where the country's flag was hoisted. Stay tuned as we bring you more on these and other stories. And now we take a look at the news in detail. In the first extraordinary session of 2022 of the National Assembly, the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs presented a revised budget estimate of revenue and expenditure for consideration and approval. Here is Mahmoud Lamin Choi.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the camera. I now invite the Congressman members of Central Body.
Digital economy and the Ministry of Public Service, Administrative Reforms, Policy Coordination and Delivery.
The National Assembly is informed that government is revising the 2022 budget to fund the cost of the new salary increment with an austerity measure of cutting from budget balances of ministries, which resulted in saving of over $500 million of funding redirected to the cost of the 30% increment for the next 6 months.
Further, the general salary increase of 30% on basic salary exclude pensioners, as the last salary review in 2018 was 100% for this category.
The consideration of the proposed revised estimate of revenue and expenditure, particularly the 30% increment of salaries of civil servants, provokes divergent reactions from National Assembly members. The ensuing debate sees some National Assembly members argue based on their expectations and impressions of the salary increment. Lamin Sise and Jibi Mbalo represent Kiang West and Lower Fuladu respectively.
The low-income earners with a monthly take-home of $2,500 are going to be increased by only $750 as per this 30% increment. This could not earn these low-income earners even a bag of rice or fish money of 1 week plus.
From 1997 to 2017, it was only 5% increase. So I thank this government of the day. In 2018, 50% was increased. And I also continue to thank this government also, seeing a 30% increase in 2022, meaning that this is a serious government that is interested in the welfare of their people.
Following more than 4 hours of debate with questions and concerns raised by National Assembly members, the Finance Minister responds.
You cannot just do things because you said it. When those approvals were done, there were no Ukraine and Russia war. You manage the information, my economy, with the latest information affecting the macroeconomic fundamentals. And if those fundamentals change, you have no choice but to change. It is with that reason, government, in line with our development partners, felt that it was not sustainable.
The National Assembly members are now considering the revised estimate of revenue and expenditure at the Committee of the Whole House, where each proposed revision of the allocated budget line item will be scrutinized in detail. After this, the Assembly will resume to vote on the motion for the consideration and approval of the 2022 revised estimate of revenue and expenditure. Mohamed Lamin Choi, QTV News.
QTV will continue to monitor developments at the National Assembly. Now, Kerjula Challenge, an exciting and innovative national business plan competition was launched on Thursday by the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry in collaboration with the International Labour Organization, QCell, and the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation. Omar Pijalo attended the launch and filed this report.
The initiative is part of the project Promotion of Innovative and Formal Entrepreneurship in the Gambia. The aim of the Kerjula Challenge is to consolidate gains made over the years in entrepreneurship promotion and access to finance through prizes to youth small business owners who have been in business for at least a year. In her welcoming remarks, the CEO of GCCI, Sarata Konate, expressed delight and pride at the initiative and thanked partners, especially QCell, for support.
I have already been part of so many reviews between ILO and GCCI, and also of recent with the Q Group family, trying to polish and shape up this very important and invaluable competition for you all to unveil. So I really wouldn't go and delve more into what the competition will entail. What I will assure you today is that the government representative will give you a lot of information on policy and how the competition will be.
The representative of the International Labour Organization, Roberto Pes, reveals that over the next 5 months, participants will be trained, coached and challenged to enhance their business expertise. He congratulated the GCCI and QCell for the initiative.
As far as the ILO is concerned, we do hope that this initiative will really contribute to change Gambian youth mindset, to contribute to their employability, to help them getting jobs, and to build a society which is based on innovation, merit, and with a solid private sector that can create jobs, decent jobs, as we say at the ILO.
Abbas Ba, the director of NEDI, representing the Minister for Youth and Sports, thanked the Q Group chairman, Mohamed Jah, for generously funding the competition and encouraged youth to be creative and innovative, while assuring all of government's commitment to creating leadership and entrepreneurship programs to enhance youth skills and competence.
We, as Gambian youths, have to think how best we can be able to dominate the market. We are not going to be xenophobic to anybody, but we have to understand that the market is Gambian market. And that's why, for me, if you look at my phones, everything is QCell.
Idrissa Masjob, the president of GCCI, said the challenge will be a multi-layer series of auditions of 500 applicants initially, while the criteria will become more demanding as the competition proceeds. President Job thanked the Q Group for the partnership and assured young entrepreneurs of the GCCI's continuous support.
It's easy to find work and just benefit yourself and your family, but entrepreneurs, they take risk to not only benefit themselves, to employ other people and benefit society. And a good example of that is what Mohamed Jah is doing, and we are very grateful that he has accepted that, to bring that also to serve other people in the society.
The Q Group chairman, Mohamed Jah, who was the guest speaker, advised young entrepreneurs that the most important thing in this competition is not the price tag, but the orientations, mentorship and coaching they will receive throughout the competition to enhance their self-generated business plans, skills and the building of confidence to expand their business and impact society. Chairman Jah challenged youths to be innovative, saying one is rich when your mind is rich and not the amount of wealth you acquire.
At QCell, we take ownership of youth empowerment with a very youthful workforce. To the entrepreneurs here today, an opportunity has been presented, the Kerjula Challenge. It's been launched, the pace has been set, it is now on you to step up and rise to the occasion. The challenge of this initiative is beyond the prizes made available by QCell. As the first ever televised business plan competition in the Gambia, it further reaches out to build the capacity of youth entrepreneurs and consolidate on previous gains made in elevating the entrepreneurial spirit across the country.
Mr. Jah called for the passing of a local content bill and the support and promotion of indigenous business as the surest way to enhance the growth of locally owned businesses, which will in turn create employment and contribute to economic growth. The Q Group boss called on young people to be disciplined, honest and hardworking, while assuring them of the Q Group's support to youth businesses. The eligibility criteria are: one must be a Gambian and aged between 15 and 35, must have been in business for at least a year, formal business registration for 2021 is required, they must be willing to present their business plan in a televised program to be broadcast by QTV. Submission of application forms prior to the deadline, which is September 25, 2022. The competition involved 30 auditions in the 7 regions with 500 contestants, 35 boot camps, and 19 prize winners. The prizes and award categories are Kerjula, with 3 winners of $150,000 each, Batijula with 5 winners of $100,000 each, and Japalejula with 11 winners of $50,000 each. Reporting for QTV News, I am Omar P. Jallo.
Now, today is World Hepatitis Day, set aside to make a clear call to improve efforts towards eliminating hepatitis, which globally kills 1 person every 30 seconds. As Jennifer Sonko reports, the Gambia is part of countries with strategic plans to eliminate hepatitis.
Hepatitis is a viral disease which causes inflammation of the liver that can lead to severe disease and liver cancer. More than 90 million people are living with hepatitis in Africa, accounting for 26% of global burden. Recent data shows that 140,000 people die each year because of viral hepatitis or related complications in the region. The World Health Organization, WHO, in 2016 set a target to eliminate viral hepatitis by 2030. To achieve this, governments developed national strategic plans for viral hepatitis and earmarked resources to eliminate the disease. The WHO says that many African countries that committed to eliminating the disease have either not ratified their guidelines or not increased access to hepatitis care. Reports show that out of 47 countries, only 28 have developed national plans to eliminate the disease, and only 13 have disseminated their policy documents. The Gambia is among the countries with a strategic plan to eliminate the disease.
Hepatitis B virus infection is endemic in the Gambia, with 15 to 20% of the population being chronic carriers of the virus. The World Health Organization has been working steadfastly since 2017 with the Ministry of Health and partners to tackle the burden of the disease at its roots.
The theme for this year's commemoration is bringing hepatitis care closer to you, highlighting the need for bringing hepatitis care closer to the communities so people have better access to diagnosis, treatment and care.
At community level, about 40% of the outpatient care in the Gambia is provided at primary care facilities. A strong primary care at community level is necessary to help tackle viral hepatitis and other similar public health problems. World Health Organization has engaged various stakeholders in the country towards reinvigorating primary health care in our communities.
Terina called on the public to understand more about hepatitis and get tested, vaccinated or treated.
Getting tested early is the best way to protect yourself from the adverse effects of viral hepatitis B. Viral hepatitis A can be prevented through good hygienic practices and vaccination, while hepatitis B infections can be also prevented by avoiding contact with infected blood and body fluid, as well as getting vaccinated.
The WHO has confirmed that liver cancer is strikingly prevalent in West Africa. Specialists point to high rates of hepatitis as a likely cause. In fact, 8 West African nations are in the top 25 countries with the highest prevalence of liver cancer. These include Liberia, Guinea, Ghana, Burkina Faso, and Senegal. In fact, liver cancer is the most common cancer in the Gambia, with a prevalence of 23.9 per 100 people. Liver cancer in men counts for more cases than all other forms of cancer combined in the Gambia. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Bosonko.
And that report there by Jenna Bosonko on Hepatitis Day rather. We'll lead us to the commercial break, but when we return, we'll have a look at some more local, international, and sports news stories. Do stay tuned.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, Gambia's trusted network. Have you been looking for the perfect indoor router with long-range Wi-Fi coverage and faster internet speed connecting all your smart devices? Well, we present to you the QCell Indoor Router, a router that has all you need and much more. For just $4,275, you can get 4G plus internet speed, wide coverage, and connect up to 15 devices. That's not all. The indoor router can be used for both office and home needs. So, enhance your internet experience with our indoor router. For more info, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunubus, we innovate, others follow.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Be reminded you're following QTV News and we're broadcasting live from our studios on Keraba Avenue. The National Environment Agency handed over tricycles and over 600 waste bins to the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare and regional councils to complement their efforts to tackle waste management problems in the Gambia. Ajibintu Drame reports.
This project offers training to women gardeners to use food waste collected from markets and turn into useful products like compost, biochar, charcoal briquettes and other products that increase crop yield, reduce reliance on chemical fertilizers and provide income-generating opportunities. Kajali Jani, Deputy Chief Executive at KMC, urges the beneficiaries to sustain the project. These charcoals and briquettes are made from waste products like groundnut and coconut shells, husk and mango leaves to discourage deforestation and promote a climate-friendly environment. Talib Ahmed Bensouda, the mayor of KMC, thanked the women for their tremendous efforts while giving an assurance that the project will serve its purpose.
The Kanifing Municipal Council under my leadership attaches great significance to the sustainability of this project. Therefore, the handing over of this project to a sister project is in the right direction, as the activities of the phased-out project is very much in line with the 3 main outputs of the Kanifing Environmental Transformation Program, which is also generously funded by the European Union.
Ingrid Henrys, project coordinator for Waste Aid, implores people to use waste to create business and employment in the Gambia and be actors in safeguarding and protecting the environment.
We have been working with very dynamic women, people really eager to learn and to be actors in the protection of their environment. So we could see that in a year, or I would say less than a year since we started the sensitization program, how the change has been done, how people are really putting aside the organic waste and how they learn that it's not only the organic waste that can be valorized, but in this project we were collecting the organic waste. So it really, I would say that with this project we build the foundation for a change in Kanifing municipality and in the Gambia in general.
The project, Building Climate Resilience through Sustainable Biodegradable Waste Management in Kanifing Municipality, is aimed at reducing the amount of biodegradable waste disposed at the Bakote dump site and to help women transform that waste into soil conditioners. Luca Palazotto, who represented the EU ambassador to the Gambia, had this to say.
So waste management has become a central part of our action in the country, and for this reason, we're particularly glad to see that there is a continuity between the previous and the current projects within the municipality. So we are glad to see that our support is being capitalized by the Kanifing municipality. This is extremely important for our work. It shows commitment.
Managing waste in the KMC had long proved to be a challenge, particularly at the Bakote dump site. This waste management project, led by Waste Aid, with funding from the European Union, will reduce pressure on the dump site. In 2019, the KMC rolled out the country's first household waste collection service. Waste Aid undertook the first waste composition analysis in the Gambia in 2015 and since then has delivered projects funded by UK Aid and corporate donors, creating livelihood opportunities in vulnerable communities by recovering the value in waste. Ajibuntu Drame, QTV News.
And now on to international news. The Gambia's ambassadors to Mauritania and Guinea-Bissau, Se Omar Faye and Ami Faboure, respectively, have presented their credentials to Presidents Gajwani and Embalo. Alusise reports.
Omar Faye presented his credentials on Tuesday, July 26, 2022, to President of Mauritania, His Excellency Mohamed Ould Cheikh El Ghazouani, at a ceremony held in Nouakchott. Faye, a seasoned diplomat, is the Gambia's immediate past Minister of Defense and had previously served as ambassador to Mauritania, the USA, and Saudi Arabia. He described it as a home return and promised to strengthen existing ties between Banjul and Nouakchott. For his part, President Ghazouani welcomed and congratulated Ambassador Faye on his appointment. In a similar activity, Ami Faboure, the Gambia's new ambassador to Guinea-Bissau, presented her letters of credence to President Umaro Sissoco Embalo of Guinea-Bissau. She had served as the Gambia's Minister of Agriculture. The two discussed the bilateral ties between Banjul and Bissau as they renewed their commitment to fostering the cooperation. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
And we now take a look at sports news in a moment. The Gambia delegation to the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games was officially welcomed at the Games Village in a small ceremony at the Birmingham University campus, where the country's flag was hoisted as the national anthem played. Our sports reporter Moud Gazaga was there and he describes the scene for us in this report.
It's the Gambian delegation, dressed up in white tracksuits, waiting for the official hoisting of the Gambia flag here at the Commonwealth Games Village, just behind Chamberlain Tower at the Birmingham University.
That all may live in unity, freedom and peace. People's great God of nations, to the Gambia ever true.
The official welcome of the Gambia at the Birmingham Commonwealth Games Village here at the University of Birmingham, Chamberlain Tower just behind there. The Gambian flag has already been raised and this officially welcoming the Gambian participants and delegation to the Games.
We love to call the Commonwealth Games the friendly games, and I can't think of a better city to host it. Every time I go to a cafe or a supermarket or I get on a bus, everybody is talking about the Commonwealth Games. Whether they've got tickets, whether they're volunteering, they're just so excited to welcome you all to the city.
I bring you greetings from the Gambia, the smiling core of Africa. Everybody is excited to be here today because since we came into your beautiful city, we've been received with a lot of smiles and we're enjoying every day and every moment, isn't it, guys? Birmingham also is host to a lot of our compatriots. Many Gambians live in Birmingham. I would like to thank you guys for a great performance. We really enjoyed the party. I wish you could do another one at the end. I would like to also thank the organizing committee.
We will continue to bring you updates in this competition, the Commonwealth Games, which is hosted in Birmingham. And thank you very much. As you are watching us, we'll give you more updates. Mamadou Gajaga reporting for QTV News in Birmingham, England.
And of course, we look forward to those updates. I mean, good luck to Gambian athletes in Birmingham. And of course, from that report there by Mamadou Gajaga, we would bring an end to this edition of the news. But before we take a leave of you, here's a recap for main headlines. In the first extraordinary session of 2022 of the National Assembly, the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs presented a revised budget estimate of revenue and expenditure for consideration and approval. July Challenge, an exciting and innovative national business plan competition, was launched on Thursday by the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry in collaboration with the International Labour Organization, QCell, and other partners. Today is World Hepatitis Day, set aside to make a clear call to improve efforts towards eliminating hepatitis. In international news, the Gambia's ambassador to Mauritania and Guinea-Bissau have presented their credentials to Presidents Ghazouani and Embalo. And in sports news, the Gambian delegation to the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games have been officially welcomed at the Games Village in a ceremony at the Birmingham University campus where the country's flag was hoisted. That's it for this edition. Do join us at 10 p.m. for more news.